Today, we're diving into a Golgari Self-Exile deck that turns your graveyard into a game-winning weapon. We'll be abusing Cosmogoyf's power scaling with exile piles and unleashing Doomsday Excruciator for a devastating endgame. This brew plays like a graveyard deck, but with a brutal twist. Let's get into it. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're having a magical day. This Golgari mid-range deck, as foretold, will utilize Cosmogoyf as a 2-mana power and toughness equal to the number of cards you own in exile, and your toughness will get that +1 as well. And we will be exiling our entire library with Doomsday Excruciator. When it enters, if it was cast, each player exiles all but the bottom 6 cards of their library face down, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you'll draw a card. This is going to make our Cosmogoyf, like a 43, 44, right, if things go well, and you should be able to bash down with that to win the game. Of course, we can give it flying before we play our Doomsday if we want through the Qarsi Revenant. Toss this into the grave. We have a lot of mill in the build, and then play it through the Renew, give it Death Touch, give it flying, give it lifelink, and then when you do play Doomsday afterwards, the flying should get you through for lethal. Of course, if that gets interrupted, which it might, your opponent's going to be on their game, we can just clean it up with an outrageous robbery, finish out the mill that Doomsday could not. And of course, we want to fill our own grave throughout that process in case we don't get the Doomsday, and we can exile our own graveyard with Sentinel of Lost Lore. When it enters exile target player's graveyard, we can just choose ourselves, right? So Dredger's Insight is going to mill for us, and we can grab something back, typically the Cosmogoyf or the Doomsday. The Maverick will Surveil 2, which is basically a mill, throw everything to the grave. The Gorehound being played first, and when we play a creature with power 2 or less, we'll Surveil, so that's going to trigger quite a bit for us here within the deck for additional surveils. The Molt Tender can straight up mill card for the tap and exile a card, which is really, really good in both cases for us in the deck. And then some removal through the Feast, milling 2 cards and then destroying creature or planeswalker if its mana value is less than the number of cards in our graveyard, which should be no problem. So a really aggressive deck for us. We look to fill our graveyard, get a Cosmogoyf out, exile our graveyard, win the game. Of course, we can do that, like I said, through the Sentinel mid-game and then the Excruciator late game. There's no need to wait. Power this up to like a 12, 13. Try to win the game that way. And then, if you have to play the Excruciator, go ahead and, go absolute Super Saiyan. So that's the deck. I hope you enjoy. Decklist in the description. Grab an export of it to import into the Arena client and hit me up in the comments below as to what you thought of the deck after you get, maybe about 10 games in with it. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll demonstrate this within our ranked gameplay footage. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel as well. Cheers. Going first, loving the hand. Holy, look at us go. Toss the land. We really only want swamps, right? Take a mill. Grab Doomsday back. Right, now we've got our 2 cards. It's building to 6 lands. Oh, that's gross. Because it can kill this right away. Let's mill out. I'm going to grab Sentinel. It's like a midway point. Right, between now and Doomsday. They're going to have single target, though, which is really good. Just fill the grave. Let's just keep after it, then. 3 Dredger's Insight? That's good. I'm sure that gets removed. But let's get through the removal, though, right? That's why I've got multiples. Shandi. Okay. We need 2 more lands. Specifically 1 more. Right out of the gate would be nice. I'm gonna exile my graveyard. Get Shandi. No, these are pretty hefty, right? We know they've got field wipes and like exile though, right? So it could be a little difficult. We'll do our best. I don't have enough cards in my grave. I wonder if we kill this and just attack her down. Probably. Are they gonna sack it? Hmm. Okay, demand answers. Kill Maverick. Sure. I don't mind that. That's pretty good for us, isn't it? They take Sentinel too? Ooh, I would be saving that. Why not taking Cosmogoyf? They must have more single target. And then they're not worried. 3 weapons manufacturing into a clockwork. Okay, I see you. Are they gonna write minus? Oh, they do. Wow, okay. Shouldn't they have done that first? Then they would have dealt 6 damage. Hmm. Grab the life. Then without single target, I don't know what they're doing. They do have that Chandra emblem, but only 1 card in hand. So, like, I guess a demand answers would be good. Fountain Port can sack the munition tokens too, right? Mm-hmm, that's really good. Fountain Port. That's so good. They could have done that last turn too, but they kind of misplayed a little bit. I say sack the clockwork for the draw. I mean, 2 damage is nothing. Double draw's better, I feel like. Good game. Ooh, we're gonna get you. Ooh, look at that. Platinum 3. Nice. On the draw. A couple cards I like here. Cosmogoyf with Sentinel. Good enough, right? I'm thinking maybe there's a version where we don't necessarily have to play Doomsday, which I love, by the way. It's just cheesy, and I'm in a kind of a cheesy mood. Let me get this back up here again. I think that was a nice location in the last video. Are you there? Okay, we're gonna surveil one. Just keep the land. Well, a black source, right? And Cosmos can stay. Is this a control deck? Jeskai control using the Paragon and 3 Blind Mice? Of course it is. What did you think it would be? We're going to want to exile their grave. Not our own, theirs. So they can't bring something back. Specifically that, is it class or saga? I think it's a class. Ooh. That's not a land, but it's maybe not the worst for this specific situation. Let's just keep at it. I mean, we have 3. We only really need 1 for ourselves. Okay. Is this double strike? It is, wow. Which makes me feel like they're not going to wipe the field if they're going to play a creature to capitalize on that, right? Maybe they do use it as a control card, I don't know. That would be weird. Ah. I think they are. Need 2 more swamps. Really? It is what it is. I'll just use the Executioner. I don't want them getting Paragon value. And I know that's what they're doing. Try to find another swamp. Really? I mean, I still have a creature though, right? Alright. Now you just leave that alone. Don't play your dragon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, dang it. They're just going to bounce them both back. Do I take the token? I don't know. Oh my gosh, they did. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it. They're tapped out. Solar Flare our decks. Hello, I'm coming over for 37. 2 cards in hand. Hope you can deal with it. And if you can't, or if you can, then we'll still get you with our outrageous robbery. What a top deck. There could be a counterspell. Removal plus counterspell. It's a possibility. There it is. That card I've been trying to avoid this whole time. And they copy their dragon? Is that what they do? No. Non-creature. They take our Cosmogoyf. You jerk! But then we mill him out. Baby! Let's go! It's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Going first with, I think like a pretty good hand, right? Maverick in. All of the grave, because we have Sentinel, right? So let's just fill the grave. Everything else is a byproduct of the sheer awesomeness of this combo. Let's see if it can survive. I don't know what kind of build this could be. If it Demir tempo, maybe? We'd be in trouble? Yeah. Okay. We're in trouble. Okay. We're okay. It's just a land. Milling 2 lands. Not terrible. For 1. Five cards in grave. Maybe we should just keep swamps. Like in ninjutsu, the spyglass. It's kind of what it feels like to me, man. Spyglass Siren's not here, man. In your own time, of course. Oh, really? Nah, say it ain't so. And then a Surveil 2 ability. Okay. And draw a card, because we lost life. Hmm. 2 of them. I'm gonna exile my grave, take their planeswalker. Nart Bard. Now they need to single target that. Which I don't doubt they have. Four mana. Easily, they're going to remove this. I don't see a world in which they don't. Siren out for 1, exploring. 3 mana up. Removal for 2, right? Yeah. Shoot the sheriff, sure. 1 mana? They get it? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I've got 2 more, though. That's good removal. -10, -10. Nice. So slick. Maybe like an Orzhov second cast? Because there's that white card, the Cosmogrand, I think. That would be good with Tragic Trajectory. Do you have it in play, then you double remove? Just like they just did? Okay, 4 mana up, 4 in hand. Doesn't look too terrible. Could still easily not be great, though. They're definitely taking their time, letting the shuffle algorithm bake. Sometimes that's key. Right? The game needs time to figure out what card you need. It's not as fast as you. Another Kato. Did they leave it? Yeah. Maybe as well take another, right? I don't know why you'd even care about the Maverick. I'm curious about just taking their grave. Okay, tapping us. Makes sense. Still gonna swing in though, even with the Maverick. Molt Tender can help that situation out as well. Then we can keep this Sentinel to take care of their graveyard. I guess they could shuffle it back. That might be best, in all honesty. This is also a Pro Tour deck we're taking down, by the way. Well, probably not taking down, but attempting to. You know, we're doing pretty good against it. Are you sure? Seems a little suspect. I mean, if I can get rid of that Drowner, the Gorf can stay. And I'm okay with that. We do lose our mill, but whatever. Should be okay. Yeah, so they do bounce it back, as we kind of guessed. And then here's a ninjutsu, which is okay. And then they can put the stun counter on us, right? With a -2. I'm just going to take their graveyard. Just to increase our board state, you know, have as many threats as we can. And then if they have a field wipe, they win. If not, we might win. And just kind of force the issue. +1 on ninjas. It's a no block for me. Again, kind of looking for the field wipe. Of course they have it. You dared them to have it. Why wouldn't they? Double dog dare them. Already did. In my mind, anyways. Hmm. So that's kind of weird. That would signify that they don't have it. Interesting. They're just putting out chump blockers, which makes sense. I think we still, if they don't have anything else, would kill it because we have Menace on the Gorehound. This is a good match. This is not bad. I like matches that are hard to win or ones where you barely lose or, you know, it's close, right? Like they're at 11, we're at 9. You might have a bit of an advantage here with the Planeswalker and cards in hand. But I would say I would have a board state advantage, potentially with Cosmogoyf and Sentinel. So that's a tough one. Another land, hey? Probably more removal, though. Right? A good deck. And we're top decking, which is really bad. Exhibit A. I just wish they were maybe a little bit quicker. I don't want to ruin the match, though. We've come this far. Just hold it, HCG. Don't break. That's why people play so like this, is to break you. Right? There's no need to be so slow. Every single play line. Oh, you're gonna let me attack? Wow, how generous of you. Now I'll just wait for another 45 seconds while you sit here and do nothing. I know where to run's actually a good card. On Sentinel? No way. And then they kill it. That makes sense. That's pretty good, actually. Not bad. Still hitting Kato for 1. Exposed to these additional stun counters, which is not great. Huh. I'll allow it. It's the card advantage I need right now. X equals 3. Not a ton, but it's something. Kato can't minus. Oh, no. It's a -2 for the stun counter. Oh, but they probably have removal. 2 cards in hand still. Ay, ay, ay. Down to 3. I'm in danger. The blocker's good there, too. And it gives them lethal next turn. We just do X equals 1. And then we can cast it. But then we won't get through the ward because it's a discarded card. I don't think we get what we want. I think they just have lethal through the flyer. We're going to play it like we could go around it, though. Ooh. And it's a swamp. Good game, no attack. That was a great game, though. The Planeswalker outvalued us a little bit, right? No blocks. I like that quite a bit. And this is one of the best decks around right now, so to be able to go toe-to-toe in this many turns, I think is it's a good sign for the build so far, right? All right, the Doomsday Clock is actually quite a bit of fun and working out better than expected. The Doomsday might be a little bit over the top. I think we could run it without it, but it's just like a lot of fun is the thing. And we could just maybe focus on the Sentinel. We could potentially add white to the deck. Now we get Rest in Peace. We get the Flanker. We get Ketramos, which would all benefit from this. Also exploring Collect Evidence, because that exiles from our graveyard as well. So Deadly Cover-Up, Urgent Necropsy, that could be really good. Even Extract a Confession. Maybe some adventure through the Dread Knight to combo or synergize, I should say, a little bit more with Sentinel of Lost Lore. Evidence through Analyzed Pollen again. I think that could be really good. Graveyard control through the Cauldron, but it's a little slow in comparison to exiling it all at once. The Ooze and the Curator also kind of fulfilling that one at a time role, as well as the Ghost Vacuum. So, that's kind of what I was thinking of within the deck. I might do a Abzan version where we add Whiterun, Ketramose as well, because I think that could be a lot of fun. So let me know what you think of the deck in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a magical day, and I will see you soon in the next